Good afternoon from the For the CME. This is Chris Robinson with your Traders Exclusive comment for today, Thursday, the 17th of May. We're going to talk about grains primarily, but then we're going to talk a little bit about cattle. The backdrop, though, I want to talk about the importance of what's been happening in the U.S. dollar. Not that long ago, we were at an 18-year high in the U.S. dollar, and then we broke to our February lows. Those February lows were the lowest we've had in about 3.5 years. We've bounced in the past 4, 5, 6 weeks about 6%. So that rally has taken us to the highest levels we've been in about 5 months. So that's been the backdrop for maybe what's going on with physical commodities here in the United States. Right now, the corn, wheat, and beans are kind of at a critical point, especially for corn and beans. Wheat, not so much, but corn and wheat. The corn crop is just about planted. There's some argument where there's some delays, but generally this corn crop's gone in pretty well. Next, once the corn is in, they'll be finishing up with the soybeans. So we haven't had any drastic weather, which has really prevented widespread planting delays. We've had some, but in general, the crop's gone in pretty well. Now, the last USDA report we got was pretty friendly for soybeans, right? We had a nice rally. Since then, we've done nothing but leak. We also, this week, had a story came out on Monday or Tuesday that there were not going to be any Chinese tariffs on soybeans. That has since flip-flopped. I'm sitting here Thursday, and there is a delegation in Washington, D.C. from China. They're having talks right now. The market seems to be telling you that even though we heard that there was going to be no tariff, that they don't believe it, or we're back to trading fundamentals. Long story short, soybeans have been at 1060. Today, as I came over here, new crop soybeans are trading at around 1002. So the market is telling you one thing while the fundamentals may be telling you something else. I think a lot of people, your natural inclination would be, oh, the tariffs are not going to be there. We're going to be fine. Exports will be fine. So when the market gets potentially good news and acts poorly, that to me, after doing this for close to 30 years, that's a sign that there could be an underlying weakness in the market. Now, at any point we could turn around. Really, we don't get any significant new fundamental news as far as supply and demand goes for another 4 weeks. The USDA will give us another report. So in between now and then, we're doing one thing. We're trading the weather. And as long as this crop goes in well with no issues, it's going to be focused day to day on too much rain, not enough rain. We already have people talking about the 48% of the country that's in some sort of a drought. That's the big worry if you're a producer, right? We're going to have a drought like 88 or 2012 or 88. Go back and look at the 88 chart. It went through the roof. So that's always a possibility, and that's always what gets talked up at this time of the year in the grains. Right now, I think the biggest concern is the fact that the managed money is pretty long corn and beans. They're long about 200,000 contracts of spot month corn. That's 1 billion bushels. What does that translate into? That translates into it's $10 million a penny. So if we don't continue to get upward movement, we have to have July corn take out 408, 410 to solidify what has been a pretty good rally. If we don't get follow through, every day that we move sideways or lower is another day that those people that have those that are long, the managed money that is long 200,000 contracts, 1 billion bushels, they have to decide whether or not they want to continue to maintain that position. So that's your risk. Weather and then fund flow. Those are the two things I'll be watching if I'm a bull in the grain market. And let's face it, if you're a producer, you're always a bull. You're always long. You're either long what you've got in the field, or you've long what you're going to plant, or you're long what you have in the bin. So that is something that I would continue to watch carefully. And then finally, I'll finish up with the importance of watching round numbers, the effect of round numbers. What am I talking about? Look at July corn, $4 is a big round number. A lot of interest in that level. Today, July corn was now able to hold $4. $10 beans, we saw that fail in July beans. We're below $10 beans right now. And then $5 wheat. So those big round numbers, it's a focus point for bulls and bears. You see in a lot of other markets, people get excited about Dow 25,000 or round numbers attract a lot of interest. If these levels that I just discussed, $4 corn, $5 wheat and $10 beans. If they don't hold, every day that they don't hold above those levels, it gives the people that are bet on longer, betting for higher prices, it gives them reason to feel less confident about their long bet. So those are the things I'd watch. Again, the backdrop, what's happened in the US dollar. When the US dollar has rallied like it has, it generally makes our crops more expensive, less attractive to the rest of the world. That's particularly true in wheat. That's number one. And then again, I can't reiterate enough the importance of how really in the next 4 to 6 weeks, it's all going to be about the weather. And so we'll be watching weather and we'll be watching money flow. If you're looking for help with your trading or you're speculating, give me a call. Chris Robinson. Have a great day.